Hello gamers! Hello gamers! Yeah, it's Wargame at an unusual time. I think I basically almost always streamed at, evening EU times. At least from what I remember. But as I've said last week on Thursday, or this week I guess, on Thursday, I'm gonna stream more, do less videos, because it's simply easier for me. Simple as. Alright, let's get into it, get 1 or 2 games in. Maybe 3. Last time we did a lot of red for 2 red marine decks, and today I actually want to play some, not just some blue for specific. I don't have a Commonwealth Moto deck. Well, I guess then we can also build one. Commonwealth Moto Gang. This should be interesting. It is a fun little deck. It certainly has quite some weaknesses. It has some fun little units. This, I like the setup of CVs, but it's only 7 CVs as well, right? If you just look at Nuclear Winter and only consider the free and normal contested zones, you already lose 2 CVs for the 2 2-pointers, 2 for the spawns, 1 for the central 1-point zone, and you're only left with 2 CVs, right? So this CV setup is a bit spicy. You probably want the fob. If we lean into H7s, it really depends on how much we want to lean into H7s. If we don't, then honestly a fob is not really necessary. Because artillery-wise, it's not like we have a Eurogan or something. It's 4 AM where I'm at. Oh, is this West Coast in the US? You're like 9 hours behind. Must be West Coast. You should go to sleep, man. Unless, I guess, you like working a night shift or something, I suppose. Something along those lines. You never know, but if you don't, maybe consider going to sleep if you can. Yeah. Commonwealth Marines. Motorized, excuse me. One of the best things in this deck, Commandos 90. Love me some Commandos 90. 2 cards on Elite for sure. The card in the S70 doesn't sound too bad. The S70 is like just a Blackhawk with an M60 even. Oh, that guy sleep till 4 and 5 in the afternoon. You do you. It's good for me because you you gave me a view. Yeah, S70, it's just a Blackhawk. 25 points for literally just a transport that does virtually nothing else. Doesn't sound too bad, but I do like having my Heliborn infantry at 30 kmh, which means either light shock infantry or elite infantry, which generally comes down to SAS, SBS, maybe Gurkhas. Canadian Airborne, they're also shock. They come in the CH-147 and the Chinook. You know what? I've never really ran this card a whole lot, so let's try this out. We definitely do want SAS, ground transport, probably in a helicopter as well. Although we do only get 7 slots here. We do need some Milan 2s. You know what? No SAS in the H7. Gurkhas 90 for some heavy AT. On a lead would also be pretty dope. And with SMGs, they also wreck They also wreck in towns. And honestly, Heart of Eric's, just so we have some more cheaply, some cheap, decent availability, heavy anti-tank infantry. We are actually pretty light when it comes to our infantry tab. And let me just order this a bit into how I prefer things to be. Maybe I should downweight some of these units. Only 18 commandos is not a lot, but one of the biggest upsides, the Recon tab in the Moto deck, is one of the biggest downsides of this deck. This is probably the coalition with the worst Recon tab, which really is the biggest downside of or not the biggest downside, but the biggest letdown. Infantry tab is decent, support tab, everything else is really pretty decent, except the Recon tab. And, Recon tab is, honestly, after the infantry tab, maybe the next most important tab. not necessarily, for what you might think, which is, reconnaissance, but recon combat units like the M84N, obviously, AMXN, so impactful, so strong, so important. And Commonwealth is the coalition with the weakest variety of those. And the recon infantry isn't really anything to write home about either. So, and that's obviously a big key of Moto decks. You have to rely even more on that, and it's not very strong. Stormer ADATs. I will run the ADATs, for sure. On average, though, I do kind of agree that the Stormer is better. It's cheaper, better availability. But on the other hand, and most importantly, the 16 ammo is so good to have. However, I feel like sometimes maybe the ADATs, and I'm certainly someone who does that. People sometimes, I think, use the ADATs too aggressively. I mean, you do pay for the 2,800 meters, 25 AP, but I think maybe it is better to just use it as a what's the phrase? Ace in the hole. Just or like a backup option, right? Basically, always keep it out of line of sight of ground targets until there is that one opportunity. You move it up 10 meters at the edge of the forest, and then get that one missile into the side of a tank or something, and I'll definitely run it just because I want more experience with it. It is, in a sense, both underrated and overrated. Maybe overrated in the sense that people always be like, "Oh, hey, that's Pog, it's so amazing," and it's really not on that level. Underrated because I think I might have been like, it's so expensive, and the enter tank it dies so easily. We'll just use it. I do like me a Wolverine. And a Mortar, for sure. I would like to run the M108 as well, but I'm not sure if a Mortar deck really needs that. Right now, we do have a fob. Yeah, I think if you run the 8s, we do need a fob. It only has 8 missiles, and these missiles are quite expensive. If you look at it here. 200 per shot, right? So one supply truck is just one 30-point supply truck to refill one ADATs, essentially, right? That is expensive. Too squishy. It is not the most survivable, but it does have 2 front, 2 side. And it does, I'm pretty sure, let me double check. I'm pretty sure it has medium optics. Ground optics ADATs, that is, let's say, just max it, yep. Medium ground optics, which helps against the Tiger, right? Because don't forget, to spot stealthy helicopters, you need ground optics, and something like a Stormer only has your poor optics. So it is actually slightly a good thing. This M1A3 Recon is good to me. 10 points, gets 50 cal, can have decent support for infantry. 50 cals are good, not if you... oh, that's the wrong tab. They have horrible availability. 50 cals are good when spammed. A single 1 or 2 aren't gonna do all too much unless it's low engagement. I don't think we can afford to put it in. As bad as this Recon tab is, using one of these slots for these things, I don't think is worth it. Maxus is amazing. I do like me the AS1. 35 points, medium optics is really nice. This should be in the Recon tab. If they had like this in the Recon tab, something in between of the Vercanning and the German 30-point Recon Leopard, like this for 45 points with good optics and medium stealth, it would at least give Commonwealth something, right? It wouldn't like be it wouldn't yet be yet another top of the line Recon tank. It would still have pretty subpar range, but it would give him something, at least. Why not take 2 cards of Drax instead of Fob? Obviously, that's a possibility. However, of course, after 2.5 trunks, right, that is something like 4,400 or something supply. For the same price, I could get almost 4 times the amount. So, of course, the other issue is Moto decks really live off the opener. So I would really like to have the 75 points in the opener. It's damned if you don't, damned if you don't. I'm always in the camp that is like, I'd rather if I'm like kind of on the fence, I'd rather not run a fob, as opposed to many other people who almost always include fobs. This is purely about 1 versus 1, of course, right? In team games, I basically always run a fob. Yeah, we'll wait to see how the rest of the deck shapes up to be. Pathfinders, they're actually gonna be really good for taunt grinding. Carbine is good, C2A is decent. About 25 points for elite that has good primary as well. Nice to have, and 2 armored transport. So they're also gonna be really useful together with our commandos. But specifically for towns, because in towns your AT is not quite as important. SBS in Lynxes. Maybe I won't run one of these. Could also run these for town fighting, but I already used my 2 cards of Aslafs, and they have a really bad MG, honestly. Aslaf 25, I probably should run. Ferret is fun and all. It does fire 2 missiles in 1 salvo, but 35% base accuracy is rough, but I think I still kind of have to. Since that new Wargaming game failed, you think they'll make more DLC for this one? I wouldn't really say it has failed. It's still in early access. Of course, it could be that even when it's like fully released and everything is out, then it doesn't get a huge player jump. But generally speaking, there certainly will be a jump, a noticeable jump, I reckon, once the game fully releases. How big the player base is, how many of them stay. Who knows? At the end of the day, I don't care. I'm looking forward to the single player campaigns, the Army General. I'll just see. It is what it is, right? If it's gonna be successful, who knows? If not, then maybe we'll get more DLC in like 4 years. Of course, I'd love to get more content and more patches on this game. If you ask me, do you want more content, more patches? I'll always say yes. But I can't see into the future, and I don't know anything either, right? I'm not under NDA or anything like that. Then again, if I was, I probably would still say the same thing. So I'm joking. I really don't know anything. Okay, here's the thing. Generally speaking, I obviously really like recon helicopters, but they're all just basic recon helicopters, which could run the H1, which honestly isn't too bad for 65 points. At the very least, it's like very fast and for exceptional optics, relatively affordable. I've always had a little sweet spot for this little thing. Good range for 20 points, honestly. And oh no, I could have sworn they had 3 HE. I guess I'm wrong. I was wrong. Reki would be fun, but I don't think we can really afford to. But let's try this out for now. It's really weak recon tab compared to other model decks, but what can you do? Vickers is a must. I really do like this TOW2 carrier, honestly. Other than that, Aslaf is a possibility if I weren't running it in the recon tab. I don't think we need this. I think if it was 15 points, then it probably would be nice, but maybe too strong. I don't know. Opinions on the Fox? Honestly, Fox isn't too horrible, but it has not so great autonomy, only 1 armor, and no stabilizer, right? So if you want to do it on like flanks or sneaking in behind enemy lines, having a stabilizer is actually nice. Or just to continue moving while shooting past, like moving past the enemy with all the speed and keep firing. Not having a stabilizer and honestly not really great autonomy and not being amphibious, which isn't a big thing, but it can really sometimes come in handy. I'm not a fan. And it has early Raden stats, which means is there even anything with the late Raden stats in Modo? I'm not sure. For example, the Warrior Milan has like a 50% accuracy and maybe even 3 AP on the Raden because it has like more modern ammo or whatnot. Wombat. I mean, I was among the players. There were a bunch of players to test and give feedback on the South Africa DLC and the patch that came with it. So they did consult us, and I very much stand by the full patch being very good for the game, and the game being essentially in the best state it's ever been. Of course, it's not enough, but that's the issue when you have like only really 1, maybe 2 patches to work on. But it all should also be said, the patch turned out to be much bigger and better than originally planned. Originally was like, I'll give us 10 changes, and we gave them 10 changes, and then it ended up being like 30, 40, 50, plus a bunch of inconsistencies that got fixed, so that was very, very good. Wombat, maybe. Maybe. Helicopters. Alright. Again, such a weak tab that Moto probably relies on more than other decks as well. Some, your mech and unspec. And the choice it really isn't. These are fun, right? Heat. They all, if they hit, they deal at least 1 damage to a vehicle, so they can, in theory, just melt super heavies with essentially, their payload of 14 heat rockets. In theory, they have 4 HP, they're slow. Not a lot of range because they're rocket pods, so in practice, it doesn't really work. This is essentially like a kind of a Lynx, but 6 HP as well, but only 220 kmh. What would you like the next DLC to be if they add one? Something red for that has enough unique stuff that adds stuff. I think if that's a big if, right? There's ever going to be another DLC, I expect it would be Italy. Simply because within the realm of possibilities and keeping it pseudo-realistic as Wargame Red Dragon is, Italy is just more feasible. I think to add something to Red 4 that isn't just another knockoff like Eastern Bloc, you have to lean into prototypes, like did kind of even more than they did with Yugoslavia, I think, and Finland. But just for variety's sake, I would prefer a decently fleshed out Red 4 nation. But at the end of the day, any content is better than no. So H720mm, that's what I was talking about, which you could run instead of the H1. If all most that you care for is having a rough sense of where the enemy is going to push right in the opener, because it's simply cheap. I'm going to run the Lynx 3. With running a 4, but I think I can definitely afford to. It's going to be more difficult to keep it alive than in Apache because it has no armor, which would protect against small arms, and only 6 HP as well. Air's always... They have some very good choices here. But I'm never 100% certain how I want my air tab to be here. Gonna run the Hornet. F111C is kind of a must, it's just so good. Seed-wise, I've actually started running the Harrier FA2, even though I'm not a fan of slow-ish seedplanes without stealth. But it has very good seed missiles. And it's a multi-role, because as you'll see, I'm not gonna have a whole lot of like Hilo Hunters or something if I really need one. One of these has to go, because I really want... Actually, I don't think I want the Jaguar GR1 in this deck. It's usually auto-include in my combat decks nowadays. But I think having these is gonna be more valuable. Let's run this for our air tab. So this is what our deck looks like for now. However, I think I'll have to remove the AS1 Platz. We have the Vickers in a similar price range with a very similar gun. Of course, you like the RPM. And you like, the armor. But you have the same range, similar accuracy, even more AP. And 10 points cheaper, so that's fine. And we're gonna remove a Wombat, so we can put in another card of CVs. I don't like having only 7 CVs in total. So that's gonna be our deck. I ran with F14s. Yeah, I mean there certainly are some options. What I've also seen is some suggestions of, and in that case, they could just also make the individual nations like Commonwealth, but do it like ANZAC, right? ANZAC is what Australia and New Zealand, and doing something similar, for example, Switzerland and Austria. Maybe there's something similar in Red 4 you can do as well. I don't know. Why are you making Commonwealth mono deck, by the way? Well, why not? I just felt like it. I wanted to do something blue for, because last stream we did 2 red 4 decks, so let's do blue for. And Combat Moto felt like, haven't run it in a while. We played against someone playing Blue for Moto, sorry, Commonwealth Moto last time. So could be fun. Could be suffering as well. It's Commonwealth after all. Eight running eight running rank games, 1160 online players. And it doesn't even include players that haven't logged in and are just doing skirmish or something, which probably aren't that many, but you never know. And that's like in the afternoon. Generally speaking, it's like the evenings, like 4, 5, 6 hours where the player base really peaks. Holy moly. I guess it's probably still leftovers from the winter sale, I reckon. Like, don't get me wrong, obviously it makes sense for the weekends to have, especially in the afternoon, a higher player base or more active players than weekdays, but still positively surprising. Where's Razzmann from? I'm from Germany. And running rank games. We went from 8 to 10 rank games within like not even 2 minutes. People do be. Ja, ich bin Deutsch. People do be searching ranked. I have no idea what that second thing is supposed to mean. You wrote there Napoleon's Air 1805. 1000 plus consistently. I mean, yeah, especially during, but I would say like during, it still dips like into 780, 900s in like the lower, in the times where active players are lower, which generally this is ish. I think the least active times are like 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 a.m. ish in European times because most players or the highest amount of players I think are from Europe and Russia, Eastern Europe as well. Obviously, there's lots of American players, but get this shit off my screen. Peak daytimes. Oh yeah, yeah, but I think there's definitely been um peaks where it's only been like 8, 900. It also had like a big increase. I don't want to like evaluate that, but there was a big increase when Russia started invading Ukraine, of course. But I don't want to get into that. Long loading time. We got someone without a rank? Oh, okay. That's. Oh no. If that truly is, I mean, maybe there is like a bug or something where it can, for some reason, doesn't show rank. But if this truly is someone without a rank, oh man. I mean, it could also just be an alt, but I, I don't know the last time I played someone in ranked who did not have a rank. Oh man. Oh, right, you can't check stats anymore like this. Well, I mean, maybe it is an alt when you're gonna get Healer Rush or something, in which case, honestly, I'd prefer that over seal clubbing. Hopefully that's, yeah, I honestly I do prefer if this was an alt we're playing against. What do we even want to do? I think the tryhard thing would probably to get a foothold here, but I'd rather fight for the town, honestly. Let's go for that. Alright, let's get some Vickers. Some Rover Wombats. Um, Get a Wolverines, get an ADATS. Honestly, more than 48 ADATS, honestly. Like an Eric's over there. An SAS going. Oh, we have another Wolverine here. We don't need that. SAS on the left. Also, let's just get multiple just so we have a little bit of safety. Airborne decks. The problem with if you're playing lobby games, the problem is the enemies obviously will see what deck you're playing against, and then it's much easier to counter. If you're playing ranked where you don't know the deck of your opponent, something like airborne decks and like other quote unquote gimmick decks, and with that I mean decks that have very obvious kind of playstyle, are much harder to counter. But especially if you, I think the worst thing you can do is host a 1 versus 1 lobby with the US Airborne and then lean into planes and helicopters. It's very easy to counter. That's unfortunately just the nature of a deck like Airborne. If you get heal rush, we absolutely get destroyed. Commonwealth sucks against heal rushes. Let's just get more victors. What key to hold to place the unit like that? Oh, shift. Shift, shift, shift. You can also press, for example, if you select this, shift, and then click on this and this, you will keep selecting them. Hey, that's honestly just keep the ADATS on attack move for now. Okay, you can early smoke. And if you have like multiple units selected and you hold shift and left click here, then you deselect these units. Or if you click on them on their own right like this. Well, okay, that's not like a new player if they use smoke like that. Actually, I don't want to drive past this. I think, yeah, this could be like lead into a lot of. That's Soviets. Oh, stop, stop, stop. There's T-72Bs, okay. Ooh, be careful with those. Get the commando squad in there. Aslev in there.
Someone called for a cab? Need some extra ice, sir? I say the only good recce is a dead one. Waiting for your orders, sir.
Oh my god, the ADATS, really? Thank you. We need to smoke off. First of all, let's get like this in our base. Yeah, I guess the Vickers help deal with those. There's something in the town here. Deal with those Guru. Oh, Moskaya. That's okay. That's what it was in those speed here ADAs. It's we should get a CV. This certainly is like not someone who like just picked up Wargame, I think. That's a CV. I mean, I guess it could be those Factoria, but it's unlikely, honestly. Okay, 52. That explains where a big chunk of their points went. Get those figures out of here. Get you back.
Someone call for attack.
Did I get a supply truck yet? No, I didn't. So I'm stop existing pretty quickly. Yeah. They have no stabilizer and I didn't have them on attack move, so they didn't immediately start firing. And they have no armor, so autocannons like the BTR-80A or BTR-90 that we have there had there in mid, they just shrek them. Oh come on, you're getting sniped here, huh, aren't you? Yeah, you are. Oh, you got wrecked as well.
It always comes down to the infantryman and his rifle.
Skies as well, interesting. That's not where you should place your T-72Bs.
Need some extra eyes, sir?
Oh, what?
Lines it up. At your service, sir.
Right, we have those Vickers, let's not forget about those.
Why does it always have to be me?
I lost the other Ace one. Maybe there's Factoria in there or something.
Need some extra eyes,
Yeah, Ace one's Leopard one, of course, has pretty bad armor, especially to the side, so...
Grab the button.
Factoria, 16 AP, almost one shot to the side.
Need customers for a taxi run.
Get some more defenses there. Get some recon.
Go ahead, over.
Be careful, there's VDV9 in here, which 875 meter range. Oh, go for this.
I say the only good recce is
The ADATS! Oh no! Oh! Oh, it hit. It actually hit with the sphere, the other T-72P. Oh my god, this line of sight. Oh, the VDV actually missed. Twice! Oh! I mean, they were panicked, admittedly. Oh god, is that... Man, those are some horrible traits on my part. I was honestly really banking on that other sphere also missing. There, they finally hit. Ah, that was really badly played. The town, which is usually a horrible place for tanks, really helped them there.
What can infantry do for you, sir?
Gotta get some Milans into the town here.
Someone call for a cab? Need some extra eyes, sir?
Oh, you still spotted. Is there a recon in there?
Orders call ready.
There's still 2 squads, so that's important. Smoke this off, so we can snipe those Urals, for example. Okay, get you out of there. Actually, there's nothing in the close vicinity that can
Need some extra eyes, sir?
spot them or is in line of sight in range of any of the weapons for them to give themselves away.
You spotted something?
Come on. Please. Get this Wolverine in there. Thank you. Why is YouTube only giving me 144p? I don't know. It seems to be a low-cost infantry, but got the infantry deck. I mean, yeah,
Need a ride?
motorized decks are very infantry heavy, and they get only lightest-ish of tanks. We still get the Maxas, which is relatively heavy, but at the end of the day, it's just a Leopard one. But you, oh no. Why are you standing still? Why am I throwing away units like this? Oh no, 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 no. Where are you? Get ourselves a new ADATS. Yeah, then SBS squad, like in one of these bushes here. Right, let's see what we can do with you. Get the age one. Okay, definitely trying to push further in here. Get another Milan.
Looking for a taxi.
Was a bit of lag there. And let's get some more Vickers. The nice thing about Vickers is if we suddenly saw that we were gonna get pushed here, we can just reroute these Vickers so quickly.
It always comes down to the infantryman and his rifle.
I have a variant of a combat deck where I essentially use the Vickers as my medium tanks. I don't think that is me because OBS is still telling me that I got, you know, proper upload to the YouTubes. Oh, you didn't even get fully repaired. Oh, come on. Either DC or stop. I mean, obviously, it's easier. You can't, you know, just saying that doesn't make it happen, but please DC or just have proper internet.
If the enemy's in range, so are we.
Maybe they live in Germany, because Germany has horrible internet. Oh. Ah, your typical Milan disappointment. What would I do without you? Basically, maybe I can bait like some of his helicopters into this ADAS with his Vickers. And now on, you know what? It's still worth, I think, to pick up those BTRDs. But those are a lot of tonks. Maybe with this ADAS here now I could do something. Maybe there's Recon in here. Last time the ADAS did get spotted, but it also is like there was in VTV right there, so that would also explain it. UV, get you out of there.
It's not my war.
Keep this smoked off.
Sir, yes, sir.
What are you shooting at? Oh, Skrashet, nice. Oh, the smoke is gonna... I mean, the smoke didn't, but you still missed because you're Milans. Yeah, VDV stand no chance against Commandos. I'm gonna lead, I have a better MG. Nice. Right, let's rearm these guys.
Anything you want. Guns ready, sir.
Oh, see, that's the thing with the ADATs. But on this map, I can't really get this into a proper position that I was speaking of while deck building.
May God have mercy on my enemies because I won't.
And this is why you should not smoke off towns when you assault them in most scenarios. There's like always there are exceptions. Oh no. Oh god, I didn't realize.
Air defense ready.
Wait. Make sure that... Okay, now we have to be careful. If we spot the T-72A and immediately open up fire on it...
Recce ready, sir.
Then it, oh no, really? You have 70% base accuracy, you have 85% accuracy when shooting at that thing and you must have missed a follow-up shot. Everyone knows that that's the same as 100% accuracy. Be careful, there's infantry in there. I don't wanna...
Spotted something? Need some extra ice, sir?
Alright, get you resupplied. Nice, Milan's actually doing something.
At your service.
Rare side indeed. Should probably like actually secure this. Let's get some... What else did I kill? T-72A here. That was also T-72A. Someone said they killed a T-72B? Oh yeah, they did. Nice. You know, they might not be the most accurate one, but for I'm a mountain. Who is I'm a mountain? It's Lord Pie. Sure, I guess. What deck do you want me to play next? That isn't just a meme deck.
Roger that, fire.
Oh.
Roger that, fire. Waiting your orders, sir.
Oh no, you're K-52. You're gonna kill my Vickers. Don't come closer. Call an ambulance, call an ambulance. Oh yeah, get some line of sight on the BTR-90 if you can.
If the enemy's in range, so are we.
That's a good smoke cloud there.
I say the only good
BTRTs would be the nightmare for the mighty commandos over there. Let's just get a Maxus here. It's out of range from the town, and then I can so I can have it sit there without having to worry too much about. Oh, that's not good.
Need some extra eyes, sir.
Well, if you're going for my Vickers, that's fine by me because I can just so quickly drive away. We have no idea about the AA presence, so let's test it out.
Leader, sir.
You're turned off. Let's see, keep you turned off for now.
We're reconnoitering this
K52
area.
probably spotted us at this point. Soviet motto. Ugh. Oh,
Guardian Angel.
in there. Oh, I was too slow. Now I did basically nothing. But we know there's probably no AA.
Someone called for a cab? I say the only good Reggie's a dead one. I'm all ears.
It's a BTRT.
Recce ready, sir.
I think there's something in the town here in ATGM, right? So let's smoke this off and then drive down here with our Vickers.
Corporal.
Stop.
Need
I want them to
extra
be like
eyes,
bunched
sir.
together, so they don't drive in one by one.
We'll set up a new observation
It's not some. That's not very good smoke there. Oh, I should kill this MTV before my commander starts shooting. There you go.
Need some extra eyes, sir.
Or just.
We'll set up a new observation post there.
Oh, that poor T-72 I actually missed. Oh, there's more tanks in there. How dare you? But also just T-72A. See how it lost line of sight? Yeah, I was gonna say, is this a T-72B or a T-72A? But it lost line of sight when we drove, or like stopped aiming when we drove back, even though we were still in range. So I knew, okay, so 2100-meter tank, almost certainly another T-72A. Get this H7 in there to help out. More ass laps. What's happening down here? Nothing.
Recce ready,
And you know what? Get some more Vickers. No, I never play Destruction.
Go ahead. Over.
Because in Destruction you are more incentivized to, like, once you have a.
You spotted something?
Let me put it this way. In Conquest you are forced to be aggressive because you need to have control over more of the map in order to win. Technically you don't if your opponent never buys a CV, of course, but in practice you do. In Conquest and Destruction, not necessarily. You might still be better off if you do that, but you can also just completely win by having, like, 30% of the map for yourself,
Sir, yes, sir.
People sometimes say, oh, unit losses don't matter in Conquest, which is... Some people maybe not, but honestly it is obviously just false.
What can infantry do for you, sir?
And you are directly forced to buy CVs in order to win. And that is in and of itself a comeback mechanic. Because you're forced to buy non-combat units in order to win. And thus, that is like a built-in way for the opponent who might have, like, lost in the early game to come back. But I could... Oh, cool. That was a good Irrigan strike because I did not pay attention. Also, pros is a very... you gotta put a lot of quotation marks on that word.
Looking for a taxi. At your service.
Yeah, we cannot allow this Factorio to be in there.
The sky is ours.
Oh, why did I tell them to drive forward? Why am I stupid? Oh, that's the 27M. Okay.
The sky is ours.
Well, now it can't kill my other tank anymore. My other plane, I should say. Oh!
Chopper been spotted.
Did you see that? That is 7 HE that can one-shot planes. Oh! I mean, I'm pretty good, yes, but pro kind of implies, I can live off of it, which I can't. And honestly, I don't think I would want to. I would not want to be forced. I would not want to have to force myself to play this game. Which even though I'm not, I still sometimes do.
He's a dead one.
While I make money off of YouTube, it's honestly just
Ahead.
pretty much chump change at this point. But still, I feel like a small obligation to play this game or to make content. Oh god, that is hovering low. Look at this. I told you to fire. Oh, you're out of range. Out of sight. Ah. Oh, and that's out of. No, I wanted to be like so cool, but I couldn't. Ah, man.
We're reconnoitering this area.
Oh, that's so unfortunate.
We'll get a better look from there.
So unfortunate, man. My disappointment is immeasurable, and my le day is le ruined. Hey, that's in one shot. Did something else really hit it? Did the SAS or the GR7 hit it? I saw another missile coming, but I didn't think it connected. Was it the SAS? No, it must have been the GR7 that also shot, right?
If the enemy is in range, so are we.
Did you? I guess you can just rewind on YouTube and double check. In which case, sad, but fuck you for ruining the moment, even if it is fake. That's a BTRT. There's still stuff in there. We just briefly saw something move. These three because that's a VP. Okay.
It always comes down to the infantryman and his rifle.
Oh yeah, you should turn this on.
If the enemy's in range, so are we. I say the only good recce is a dead one.
Oh, oops. Wait, what? What? They didn't have a rank. They played like more than 600 ranked games. The game has been lying to me. I think I've heard of this happen. Do I still get ELO? 2014? I still got ELO. It's okay, I guess in that case it doesn't really matter. You still play other games apart from 4 games? Yeah. For example, in December I played through Dragon Age 2 and Dragon Age Inquisition again. I'm playing a lot of Deep Rock Galactic currently. And for the moment, that's it. I am eagerly awaiting the next Fire Emblem game. I think it comes out next week. Other than that, excited for Baldur's Gate 3, Dragon Age 4 whenever that comes out, and Starfield, Stalker 2. But right now, I mean, I play all sorts of games. Although currently, if all those games came out, I would like the time. Right now, I don't really play that much. I mean, not just because I'm a lot more busy these days, but also because other than like every now and then like a bit, nothing really, grips me. I played a bit of Tarkov, actually a good amount of Tarkov, like for a couple of wipes, but not in like 2 years at this point. I'm just honestly outside of Wargame, I'm just kind of done with PvP games. I'll be honest. In the past, I've been like a lot into multiplayer. Nowadays, I don't care about multiplayer at all. I just want to chill. If Tarkov had like not even like a proper, but an actual single player mode, I know you can play offline against bots, but no progress gets saved. But if they just had like a option where it's like, okay, you only play against scavs, and instead of PMCs, you have like, these higher level AI PMC things, I'd play Tarkov, but I just want to be able to chill when playing it. But actual Tarkov is just not fun to me anymore. Ever played Persona? No, but there are lots of good things. I heard especially Persona 5 really good things. I'll probably eventually give it a try, but I just wait until it's like on sale or something. But yeah, I heard a lot of good things about it. Fire Emblem Three Houses. I didn't expect anything. I heard it's good, and then it when did I buy it? Late 2020, in the first Corona year. I bought it. I I don't know if any of you played it, but I played like all three routes of the game back to back to back, and another game like I think 4 playthroughs in a row. It got me so good, that game, and it's a long game. Eddie man, it's good. He's playing Baltic Motor, sure. I actually did try out that SP Tarkov thing, but it's just different if you have to, like, set up your own local server thing and whatnot. Alright, have a good one, Napoleon's Air 1805. I don't know, I'm sorry, but I find the name so funny. Thanks for tuning in. Last Fire Emblem was, yeah, it was my first Fire Emblem as well, but I didn't really expect much, but I was like, I got my Switch, I should, try out some games. I only played like Zelda and Smash Bros. And I was like, I heard it's pretty good, let's give it a shot. And I did not expect it to be this good. Holy moly. Even like the whole, your teacher and like school arc thing that I heard a lot of people found off-putting, I surprisingly found a lot of fun. The characters were actually pretty fun. Yeah, sure. Let's just play with this deck. Yeah, yeah. No, I play a lot of other games, but I did every now and then like stream some other games. I knew obviously most people wouldn't really care, so I got like on like a handful of viewers, which was fine by me. But then I was like, I could just join them by myself. It's not like people really care too much, which is fine. People watch me for being good at a war game. Um, Baltic Moto. It's gonna be lots of KTs, MI17s. Helo spam is just awful against, like, it's awful with this deck to deal with helo spam. How do we want to do this? 300 hours of wargame, but it's difficult when I play PvP. I basically lose against speedy AI most of the times. I understand. It's honestly quite the, especially if you're starting out without anyone else. Wargame is probably very off-putting. The amount of time you have to invest. I got into this through a buddy, so that helped a lot. But if you're essentially on your own, I can only imagine how annoying it must be. And the other problem is just that maybe you have fun against playing against AI. It doesn't matter if you're playing against easy, medium, or hard. But the other issue is also just it does not prepare you at all against multiplayer, and it probably goes for most, if not all, strategy games. But I have the feeling that it's even worse for wargame because it is so brain dead. And the war game, it's not like, I don't know, Comedy of Heroes where you go for like these objectives, and I would imagine that it might be easier to program an AI for that, combined with the fact that these studios probably have more experience or more resources than Eugen. Makes it against AI in that case maybe more enjoyable, but wargame AI is just, even if you end up being really good against it, whenever I play against AI in games like this, I feel like more often than not, it's not so much about just not only about being good, but also being to exploit the weaknesses of the AI, right? And it just doesn't really translate well into multiplayer. Um, I hate KTs, bro. How much AP do the wombats have? They do have four. Okay, they do one shot KT, so that's good. If they hit. Sure, let's start with the gazelle. Um, Get the ADATs out. It's still very good against helicopters, even if it's expensive. Now I wish I had the H7 20mm in the deck. 2 or 3 of those would probably protect well enough against helicopters unless there's a so-call. I don't think I can afford this actually. How much AP? 10 AP, that's actually very good. Means you will also one-shot KTs. One of you going, and then just some of you. I don't even know. Alright. You will know AA. Well, I have SAS at least. I wish there was a unit that would tell me in the handsomest voice lines as opposed to all this talk of violence and tomfoolery. Tried going through your guides, but it gets very overwhelming very quick, yeah. No, I mean, it's completely understandable. I don't, the thing is, I wouldn't even know how to help someone, like someone new in this game. I can only guess, right? When I give tips, I honestly I'm never certain, like, is this even a good tip? Because I've been in a different situation when learning this than probably most others. I didn't even start with any wombats. What's in those bisons? Oh, that's you. Honestly, I don't even know what I'm doing. Still didn't find a game that has wargame feel. Yeah, wargame is unique. I've said this a couple of times, but there's no other strategy game that I played in PvP. I think last time I said it. Like, people, every now and then I get asked, oh, Common of Heroes or this strategy game. I'm like, first of all, I don't like Common of Heroes, period. Oh, let me actually rephrase that. I don't really play a whole lot of strategy games outside of Total War Warhammer. Well, you're dead, SAS. Oh no, this is just a Super Puma. And the Salamandra is out of range with its rocket pods. Oh god, that's bad. Whoop-de-doo. What happened there? How did I lose both of them so quickly? Like, at this range against KTs, sure, but... Oh god. Get cooked. ADATs, stop! Oh! I have no idea what I'm doing in this game. Did my man really just, is this just a motor? Why am I moving these? Oh, look at this, even when panicked, man. It just shreks. Assuming it keeps line of sight. Look how many missiles it's wasting because it keeps losing line of sight. Oh, E290, hello there. Cosa proprio spadochinarsi?
Awaiting new orders, sir. I said the only good Reggie is a dead one. You spotted something? You'd be blind without us. Be customers for a taxi run. It always comes down to the infantryman and his rifle. We'll set up. Awaiting new orders, sir. Recce ready, sir.
Did you really miss commandos? You didn't have to miss, you know that, right?
At your service, sir. Someone called for a cab? At your service, sir. At your service, sir. Need some extra eyes, sir.
Lone Lancer isn't the worst for the wargame.
A dead one.
It's really so map dependent.
Need a ride? You spotted something? If the enemy's in range, so are we. Sir, yes, sir.
I don't have a mortar in this tank. Or like deployed.
You'd be blind without us. Someone
Ah!
cab?
It's illegal.
Speed up, driver. We're in a hurry. Recce ready.
Now firing up the reset on the set as you get cooked.
Go ahead. Over. You'd be blind without us. Neither this. All right, girls. What are you waiting for? Breakfast in bed?
Oh no.
You'd be blind without us.
Oh, you just shot. Okay, that's good.
You spotted something?
You're not spotted because something else. Let's get an Eric's in there.
Sir, yes, sir.
Raslav. Let's get Gurgas because of 15 HP. It can be useful. Commandos in there.
Need some extra eyes, sir. Need some extra eyes, sir.
Thanks, Ferris, for tuning in. If you're still watching, and it didn't take too long to read that. Let's get a ferret in there. Wolverine killed that. Very nice. Sure to resupply you. Mati.
Over.
Nice spike, buddy.
Need some extra eyes, sir. You spotted something?
There's my... Did I lose my... Yeah, I did lose my gazelle.
You'd be blind without us.
Super Puma again.
Need some extra eyes, sir. Grab the binoculars, Corporal. You spotted something? At your service, sir. trophy yet?
Could jump a bit.
Someone call for attack. You've got something for me?
Frescoes in Korime, interesting.
What are your orders, sir?
Get some more mortars. Be careful. They got a lot of range, so they can.
Ahead. Over.
Should be inside and have only 5 side armor. With their 16 AP, they will double tap me at that AP. Ooh, that's not good. Is that a Syria?
I say the only good recce is a dead one.
What's that thing? Interesting. No way he had that in that deck before. No way you run both the Syria and that. I'm gonna check your deck after this.
We're reconnoitering this area. You'd be blind without us.
Yeah, you should lose that easily.
I say the only good recce is a dead one. Need some extra eyes, sir? Need a ride?
It's a hawk.
Lieutenant Fulton ready. I say the only good recce is a dead one.
I'm shooting at. Oh, you're shooting at.
I say the only good recce is a dead one.
Oh shit.
I say the only good recce is a dead one. Someone call for attack. Someone call for a cab.
Did you fire at anything? No, you didn't.
Need some extra eyes, sir. Need some extra eyes, sir. Waiting for your orders, sir. All right, girls, what are you waiting for? Breakfast in bed? We'll get a better look from there.
Ah!
You spotted something? May God have mercy on my enemies, because I won't. You spotted something?
Oh! Nice.
Ahead, over. I say the only good recce is a dead one.
Dude, these MRVs, they're so good.
Let's call ready for your orders, sir.
Some of you though.
Not my war.
The hawk again.
Missile in firing position, sir.
Get cooked. Oh,
Has an enemy chopper been spotted?
feels good.
You'd be blind without us. All right, girls, what are you waiting for? Breakfast in bed? You'd be blind without
That's a lot of PSP on PSVs.
waiting for your orders, sir. It's starting to get dangerous here.
It's an expensive Philo Hunter, but I think I can afford it.
What can infantry do for you, sir? Set up a new observation post there. Who do you want us to transport? Where do you need us, sir?
Ah! It was too slow.
Heading to given grid reference. Brace yourselves, we're flying in. Let's hope there's no enemy air defense.
No way you can lift up fast enough, yeah.
Waiting new orders, sir.
Shoot down there.
It's not my war.
And get you to the edge there. You in there. You're not spotted. That's actually very good information. Ah, shit. I forgot that I never killed that.
Off your arms and on your feet. Let's move.
Okay. Don't think I can afford to buy a CV yet. We're not under pressure to buy a CV just yet, so I think we can keep
What
pushing.
do you want us to transport? What are your orders, sir?
Let's get another Maxus because it's got lots of armor.
Go ahead, over.
Are it you?
Do you have something for me?
Are you getting fired at by this? Okay.
Got the binoculars, Corporal.
Yeah, with you, get you back into cover there.
You spotted something? Need some extra eyes, sir?
Other Vickers. You know what? Let's get one of you in here. Make sure to resupply this.
Put on lights.
Get you out.
Are you talking to me?
Ooh, nice, Matty.
You'd be blind without us. We'll get a better look from there.
There's still the Ito over here, I think. At least that's where I spotted it last time. Sure to turn to the right.
What's the problem?
You're also getting repaired.
Recce ready, sir.
There's the Ito 90. Oh, be careful with you. There's the CV.
Moving on target.
Oh, that's not good.
Stick it out, man. Why does it always have to be me? Platoon formed and ready.
If we can get this kill.
Need some extra eyes, sir? Yes, sir.
Nice. Catching these KTs before they're unloaded.
You spotted something?
Oh, that's actually pretty good year again. By him.
You ready, sir?
Reverse. Oh, don't shoot at the supply.
Spotted something? They say the only good recce is a dead one. You'd be blind without us.
There.
Starting the engine.
Yeah, that's up.
Need customers for a taxi run.
Need more supply as well. We can move you down now.
Platoon's formed and ready.
Yeah, if we could save you, that'd be great.
Okay, what's the situation? On the road again.
Get you back. Yeah, you're spotted. Another. Yeah, let's get another CV as well so we can start ticking.
Blind without us.
GR7 is still out and about.
We're reconnoitering this
You
area.
stayed there.
Need a lift. It's not my war.
I'm actually getting counter battered. SMH. Oh, he still has the thing there, huh? The Ito carrier.
In a hurry.
He does.
Recce ready, sir.
OMG, he does. Yeah, I'm not paying a whole lot of attention to chat right now because it's a bit stressful. I actually did lose a motor.
Who do you want us to transport? At your service, sir.
Wolverine is so pog. And you can't convince me otherwise.
Orders, sir.
Ranked will always be a bit stressful. Well, this is not ranked, but it's still against I don't know, as soon as I'm in Wargaming mode and I'm not winning easily, I'm always like, I wouldn't say stressed, but you know, takes a toll on you.
Need a ride?
Get another Maxus like over here.
Attention, move, you're ready.
I think I killed the CC there.
Who do you want us to transport? Be blind without us.
In time that about time that I reinforced this. Get more Wombats there because they one-shot all the KTs and the XAs.
And his rifle.
Which are one and the same thing in my mind.
If the enemy's in range, so are we.
Okay, get into the building, please. Please! Oh!
Waiting for your orders, sir. Need a ride? Platoon is formed and ready.
Let's get another Maxus.
If the enemy's in range, so are we.
Also get...
We'll pass on your regards, sir.
Well, I think 2v1 I can't win this.
What can infantry do for you, sir? You spotted something? Heading to given grid reference. It's not
Be careful, CV. It might have very easily been spotted there. I don't care.
You'd be blind.
Where are all my supply trucks? Did I lose one? Nice MRVs.
Sir.
There's a bunch of stuff coming here that's reinforced as well.
What are your orders, sir?
Get more mortars.
Check this computer.
Evacuate, there's no... Yeah, that's why. Okay, I was gonna say, if I keep circling it, he's eventually gonna buy an A7 and just kill me. Which might still happen, I might still die here. Okay, I didn't even take a hit, that's good. Got lucky there.
Stick it out, man.
Not like all these KTs there.
You'd be blind without us. Grab the binoculars, Bob. Do you have something for me? You spotted something? Yes, sir.
Oh, that's a good shot from the Raskas and Korime, but luckily they missed.
Ready, sir.
Luckily, this is also still alive. Well, they're not.
Waiting for your orders, sir.
Another SAS squad there. You know what? Let's get two Gurkhas there because they have 15 HP. That's gonna be pretty helpful here, I think. Turn you off. I'm giving you ammo.
Are you talking to me? Attention, move, you're ready. At the ready, sir. Yes, sir.
Read this, please. You turn off your firing computer to reset. You're useless right now anyway.
Someone move, ready.
Let's see here again. That's not good.
It's not my war.
Let's get a Milan 2 squad in this town.
At the ready, sir.
Go in this bush.
On that position.
Or over wombats. Some squad
Good, Recce. The dead one.
that like to kill. Get one of you in there, I guess.
I'm all ears.
Oh, that's another Ito carrier there.
Guns ready, sir. Recce ready, sir.
Give back you.
What can infantry do for you, sir?
Could have hover one of you again.
Are you talking to me? Okay, we'll get there as fast as we can. Orders, sir. Just spit it out.
Good. Oh, really?
Recce ready, sir. It always comes down to the infantryman.
That's an infantry CV in there.
Someone call for attack.
Oh, 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 oh! Kapow!
Someone call for a cab.
Nice Ranikos, buddy.
The sky is ours.
Did you see that, ADAS? Yeah, it's a friendly match. It's unranked.
Scout is one you don't see. Looking for a taxi. Recce ready, sir.
There's that thing.
Orders, sir.
It's an anti-tank helicopter. We have these Vickers over here. Let's drive you up there.
Entering this area.
Get you up there as well. I forgot about you.
Check is completed, ready to go. Someone call for attack. Sky is ours. Trouble. Yes, sir. Off your arms and on your feet. Let's move. Just spit it out. Just spit it out. Yes, sir.
Okie dokie. Oh, shoot at this, you idiot.
Ordered, sir.
Rover Wombat
Are
OP.
you talking to me? At your service.
See if this Ito carrier is still in there. It's the Salamandra. Let's move the.
Anything for us, sir?
Oh, you missed Vickers. Yeah, the Ito carrier still is in there.
Are you talking to me?
And don't send these rover wombats into the rocket bot helicopter because with no armor they're just gonna die like flies. E290 is moving over. Toe 2 goes ham. Did we really kill the CV over there? Let's just send in a CV of our own though.
I'm all ears.
Okay, be careful with you.
Platoon's formed and ready.
Let's get some SAS. Yeah, I'm a 24W.
Got something for me?
Another Wolverine.
It's not my war.
Sending you as well.
Someone need a guardian angel? Let's fly.
Pretty sure it landed right there.
On my way to coordinates. Out. I'm making an attack run. On my way to coordinates. Out.
Wolverine? Wolverine.
Weapons hot. You've got
Oh, we dealt with the Wolverine at least.
spotted something?
Alright. Getting some. Well, let's send in two of you over, like, on over that flank.
If the enemy's in range, so are we. Need some extra eyes, sir?
We got these two Maxes doing nothing over here. Hello.
Informed and ready.
There's my Gazelle.
Spotted something? What can infantry do for you, sir?
Yeah, that's just a BMP1 thing. CC, nice. Oh, they're still alive actually, it's just broke line of sight there.
Who's a passenger?
I should not drive the Vigors into rocket pods with 2 armor. I am stupid. Another Maxus.
Hey, over. You'd be blind without us. It always comes down to the infantryman and his rifle. It's starting to get dangerous here.
I forgot I didn't send out my. Oh my god. Oh well. I meant to also send out the GR7.
Where do you need us, sir?
Nice.
If the enemy's in range, so are we.
It's actually doing a decent job this game.
Air defense ready.
Although it only killed like a PN PSV or something. Maybe a helicopter or two. ATs. No.
Over.
Yeah, but I think at this point we probably won. That makes us. On those. I see Jurgen again.
Not my war.
Looks like the AU was like set to here when my SCV's right there. So I'm safe-ish. Yeah, okay.
They say the only good recce is a dead one.
Dude, the MRVs though they've been doing such a good job this game. I'm telling you, they're actually pretty good. They're like, oh god, rip Wolverine. Wolverine's also doing a good job this game. They've been great. They're underrated. They're only like bad if that's like the only thing you have against helicopters in the opener or something. Then you might get really wrecked by helos anyway. But they're such a nice like supportive and support asset against like a few single units or something here and there. Or if like a plane flies over them, they also get a missile off for 35 points. They're very mobile. They're very good for that kind of stuff. So underrated, honestly. Would I much rather have like a different type of unit in the stack
Hey, over.
or in the support tab? Yeah, but I don't get the units that I want, or the unit that I would want instead. Like for example, above 3.
They say the only good recce is a dead one. Just
Wow, did you see that? Can someone double check and tell me how much HP that Vickers had before it died? Oh, hello there.
The sky is ours. I'm making an attack run.
Oh, he's moving the CV. That's fine. Maybe here. Oh, that's a lot of AA now. Pokemon. Or never rather.
Roger that, 5.
But you know, for all intents and purposes, it's the same thing in game when it comes to
Always cut
the stats on the missile.
and his rifle.
You know, I didn't think it would go like this. I really fumbled a lot in the early game. Holy moly. Wolverines are good, man. So the A that's killed 2 Super Pumas that were empty. An MI-17, that was empty, but it's still an MI-7. A P1 PSV and 3 Charioteers. It didn't really do much. Although, you know, against a motor deck, I almost lost it at the start. Dude, these MRVs, man, they're so good. Commandos 90, oof. Admittedly, the rover bombers were quite useful, especially in this matchup with a lot of 1 armor vehicles. Like having no good autocannon like a Martyr 2 or CV90 or your own KTs, of course. Having something like that is really useful. MRVs as well, right? They probably also killed, yeah, they also killed XAs. The rover wombats, of course, being wheeled helps as well. Tier 7 got a lot done as well. Aslevs were surprisingly good. Stealth, of course, helps. Wait, I did kill the CV the first time around, huh? I didn't even know. I always thought like I didn't get it. Look at those wombats killing P and PSVs, man. No, Victor, I'm not gonna play. Oh, no, sorry. I confused you with a different Victor. I thought you were, you know, Victor, the guy who always plays his red airborne deck, and I thought, you know what, this better not be an airborne deck you just posted in chat. Let me take a look at this. Eastern Block. Alright, let's take a look at this. Oh, yeah, of course, I forgot. The deck with like all the recoil's rifle topaz and all the 62s. Yes, of course. Okay. Yes. Okay, let's see. Do you really only... Wasn't there a second OT62 with recoilless rifles? Was there really only one? Or were there 2 topaz versions? No. Really? I could have sworn there were multiple. Of course, I completely forgot about this. Yes. Do you get OT? Okay, I guess you get Pichota Smash. Okay. You have 2 front armor, 20% accuracy. Hold on, I gotta find something out. What is? They got 1.4 second HE aim time and 1 second aim time for AP. I had really hoped they had like Yujin gave them like the wrong aim time. That would have been so good. Ah, I forgot about this, man. Do you also have the? You should have put in. Where is it? I mean, it's obviously not an OT62, but this one that also got a Tata Sneaker, that should also be in here. You can't even upvote this. What the heck, Eugen? This should totally be in here as well. Is there another thing? I mean, those are obviously those are SPG9s. Is there any? I don't think there's anything in the support that has this like as a second weapon, does it? And all the fist teams, fist squads are of course they have different. Yeah, they have RPG 7s and such. No Tarasnitze. Okay. I will not play this today. This is it for today's stream. Short one, I know, but like I said, I'm gonna stream more often, but shorter ones instead. Hopefully, I will remember to play this next time. Please remind me next time if you're here to play this deck with the Ridiculous rifles. I'm gonna probably edit this a bit, but I'll do this in the next stream. Yeah. Oh, there's a CV as well, right? When is next time? I don't know. Monday, Tuesday, maybe tomorrow. Who knows? Not like in a week or longer, right? Certainly, latest at the latest, probably Tuesday. If it's on a weekday, it's gonna be in the evening EU times. Yeah. Anyway, thanks for tuning in. Comment make next stream. Next stream is gonna be at least for one match. This probably 2 matches, maybe more. We will see. In any case, thanks for tuning in, and I'll hopefully see you in the next one. Bye bye.